Some people think I'm an alien. Not true.
I was out with my wife and another couple on her birthday, and we were struck by a reckless driver. Everyone was fine. The Model S held up well. Nobody had any severe injuries. The M5 didn't fare so well.
Oh yeah, actually, I think I saw the photos of that. In
fact,
fact,
I tweeted you, and you tweeted me back. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy. Obviously, one doesn't want to make a marketing event out of such a thing, but the M5 was destroyed. You have the choice of a battery pack swap, which is faster than you can fill a gas tank. So the only decision you need to make when you come to one of our Tesla stations is, do you prefer faster or free? So we had to show that you could create an electric car, an electric sports car that totally changed the paradigm of what people thought about an electric car. Because people used to think electric cars were slow and they were kind of ugly and they had low range and they sort of looked like a golf cart. The Tesla Roadster is one hell of a golf cart. Then something I'd like to do, which I think many of our engineers will be hearing this in real time, is have the charge connector plug itself in, like an articulating, like a sort of a snake, like Metal Gear Solid or something. Just plug itself in. So I think we'll probably do something like that. So you can just get out of your car and go park itself in the garage. It'll be the biggest building in the world, biggest single building in the world by footprint, and second only in volume to the Boeing factory in Washington State. Yeah.
It's really, really huge. And if you sort of think of something that maybe you're familiar with, like a 747, that's pretty big, right? Well,
right.
We can fit about 100 747s parked in the footprint of this building.
Yeah, and not only that, we can fit 50 billion hamsters. This is a trial. Please bear with us. So, it's actually hard to tell. It's hard to tell which is which, really. We took the brands off, but it's hard to tell which is which with the brands off. They'll pretty much look the same. We need something different, and we need sustainable energy now. Doesn't look like anything else. What about a real world test? Like let's actually have a tug of war here with an F-150. But it was uphill. Front has a sledgehammer. Don't hold back. The regular truck door. Go, do it. Yeah, hit it a couple times. You want to hit it again? All right. Now hit the Cybertruck. Same thing. Hit it harder. So if you think about like a truck, you want a truck that's tough. You want a truck that's really tough, not fake tough. You want a truck you can take a sledgehammer to. A truck that won't scratch, doesn't bend. What else can we do with this truck? What if we shot it? Let's shoot it. Guy, OSHA. Come on. That's a 9mm bullet shot at the door. Shoot it. We're in California, unfortunately. The 9mm, it is literally bulletproof to a 9mm handgun. That's how strong this gun is.
Funding. We thought about funding sources, and so we could steal underpants, launch satellites, send cargo to the space station, Kickstarter, of course.
Followed by
2013 is when we first started doing vertical takeoff and landing tests. And then 2014 is when we were able to have the first orbital booster do a soft landing in the ocean. The landing was soft, it fell over and exploded, but the landing, for 7 seconds, it was...
So we have an acronym we came up with that I think really describes the performance well. So, it's a technical term. Now, at 80,000 pounds max gross vehicle weight, That's the most amount of weight you can carry on a US highway. This is the real-time acceleration of a Tesla Semi. That, on the left, the thing that looks like it's not moving is a diesel truck. Just gonna give it a moment. I'm sorry to bore you. I apologize. It's boring. I know. Eventually it'll get there. For interest's sake, we created a pickup truck version of the Tesla Semi. It's a pickup truck that can carry a pickup truck. So, by the way, this is you can legally drive that. It shouldn't be legal, but you will actually be able to legally drive that with a normal driver's license. It's kind of wrong, but I like it. There are no emissions, no scrubbers, no differentials, and this is the feature I like best, thermonuclear explosion-proof glass. Close, I mean, it's close. So standard glass. Now why is this important? Because, you see, look, nothing. Survived a nuclear explosion. That was incredible. So actually, what's important here is, survives a nuclear explosion, or you get a full refund. Okay. Full refund. Essentially, what happened with the Roadster is we said, okay, we want to make a car, we want to really break the mold about how do people think about electric cars. Because they think about electric cars as being slow and ugly and poor performance. So we want to have a sports car, a car that is fast, looks good, sexy. That's right. Ha ha. Ha ha. You took the words out of my mouth. Exactly. Sexier. Model S. Exactly. So noisy. Where are all the fumes? Where's the exhaust pipe? Where do you put the gasoline?
I mean, I've been sort of toying with the design for an electric supersonic vertical takeoff and landing electric aircraft for a while. I'd love to do it, but I think my mind would explode. It's like brain's worn out, It's like pretty saturated working on electric cars and rockets.
Okay, good topic.
How it is to be successfully growing a small business to a large business.
Okay, well, I mean, to be frank, I don't think there's it's intrinsically good to grow a small business to a large business. Sometimes a small business should be a small business. Sometimes businesses shouldn't exist. Sure, it's true.
With volume, is it possible to get the cost of moving to Mars down under $500,000, which I think is, one can argue about the exact threshold, but I think that's about the threshold at which enough people could save up money and move to Mars. I mean, that's how America got created, basically. And come back if they want. If they don't like it, of course, you get a free return ticket. There's sometimes a debate about going to Mars one way and whether that makes things easier. And I think for the initial flights, perhaps, but for long term, to get the cost down, you need the spacecraft back. Whether the people come back is irrelevant. But you must have the ship back because those things
even
are
the base model even the base Model 3 will do 0 to 60 miles an hour or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 6 seconds. At Tesla, we don't make slow cars. Okay, do you want to see the car? Yeah! Well, we don't have it for you tonight. I'm just kidding, of course. It's April Fool's somewhere. All right, let's bring them out.
We get paid half as much per mission as Orbital Sciences, so there's another provider. And they only take stuff up. They take up less than we do, and they take nothing down, and they get paid twice as much per mission as we do. But that's okay. I mean, I'm
Not for the U.S. taxpayers.
No, I think maybe they should get fewer missions in the future, but I'm glad that we're able to, provide a service that's twice the value for money that, our competitors.
It was like,
2001 with just talking to a friend of mine, and he asked me what I was going to do after PayPal, and I thought, well, I was wondering, like, I'd like to get involved in space, but I just didn't think there's anything I could do as an individual, but I was curious as to when NASA would be sending a team to Mars, because that was always going to be the thing to do after the moon. I figured that there'd be some plan, and I'd just go to the website and I could read the schedule.
Then Mars
appears. Like, oh yeah, it's like, okay, 2017, good, okay. But actually, there wasn't anything on the website, and or at least I thought, like, can I not find it? Like, what's going on here? And is it secret? I don't know. But it turned out that that NASA had done a study on what it would cost to do a manned Mars mission, and NASA came back with a $500 billion price tag. And he said, okay, maybe not.
Billions with a B.
That's when $500 billion was serious money.
But the regular rockets that went up that weren't designed like planes never tried to do this.
Right. The plane thing is not a good idea in my view. The plane, and the reason I think is, like, intuitively it seems like a plane should work, but actually if you consider that really every mode of transport has a design that is appropriate to its medium. And if you're in space, wings are not very useful because there's no air. And then if you want to go somewhere other than Earth, there's also no runways. So these are important considerations.
People have called you the real Tony Stark. Okay, you've got your finger in so many different advanced technologies. As I said, SpaceX, Tesla, now you've got Solar City and the solar pack that people put in their houses. Are you sincerely trying to save the world?
Well, I'm trying to do good things, yeah. I mean, saving the world is not I mean...
But you're trying to do good things and you're a billionaire. I mean...
Yeah.
That seems a little bit like either superhero or supervillain. You have to choose one.
I'm trying to do useful things. I mean... Yeah, sure. So the 2018 mission would be our Dragon version 2.
Right.
And that... I wouldn't recommend traveling to Mars in that, because, I mean, it has the interior volume of a large SUV.
Okay.
And the trip for Dragon would be on the order of 6 months. It's a long time to spend in an SUV, I think. That's, it can be done, but probably not ideal. And it also doesn't have the capability of getting back to Earth.
Right.
That seems more important than the space.
Yeah, we can put that in the fine print,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. It's like the side effects in a drug ad.
By the way,
We
cannot get back to Earth.
Yeah, and we have physics on our side here, which is very, very important. So, and I'll just go briefly, like, why exactly is the car safe? Because you hear things like cars are 5 stars and all that, but I mean, this 5 stars, that's not an actual statistical number. Like, safety statistics are not measured really in stars.